on a PvE PS4 official server. And if you guys watched my previous videos, you knew that about the middle of the week or this weekend we did go ahead and give birth to this beautiful Satan spawn. It took a little bit for us to raise, but I told you guys I'd keep you updated. So we're going to go ahead and look. I just did get its next imprint with it. All that one was a cuddle. So if you guys look back a little bit, you can see how much the stats have increased. The stamina has not, and neither has the oxygen. However, all of the other stats have actually increased, the biggest one being the health. And the second biggest looks like it was the melee, some weight, movement speed hasn't gone up that much, with 10%, and then the food. Looks like this Reaper King is going to be a very, very good part of my team. I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. So as you can see, this imprint did go ahead and give it a little over, looks like maybe 1600 extra health, which if you guys don't know is a lot of extra health. I mean, it's giving it a good amount each imprint. The only thing is, you know, you can't really miss an imprint with these things, because as you know, missing an imprint is just not something that you want to do, especially when you're trying to get all the basic stats. What I was another thing I was here to show you, to give you guys today, is an update on that base that we actually just talked about yesterday in my live stream. All right. So we, as you guys know, we have been rather busy with, you know, as I explained, with my job and whatnot. It's just, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys around this base, and I actually did just finish a dino pen on our other base. I will take you guys there and show you. As you guys have known, I did speak a little bit about my air conditioner setup. We have, looks like 19 up top and 3 at the bottom. With this setup, I'm able to incubate 2 black drake eggs, because as you know, the incubation temperature is like 120 below zero. It's absolutely unreal. So, a second here. So yeah, it seems like I'm the only one on today. My tribe mates have, don't know what's going on. I know they did just release the final expansion for the Ragnarok map. That was the most recent update. Yeah, speaking on this. So on these guys that base blocked me, I did actually speak to their leader. Their leader is willing to see what they can do as far as moving it. The reason for having it the way they had it, they said they needed a water pen, didn't know exactly where to build, so they built right next to us. I did let them know that I am going to go ahead and look into it, I told them I can build them a really cool water pen. I told them what I'm planning to do to build them a water pen is probably build them right down there to the right a little bit, or you see this ledge off the water right there. I could probably build them a really nice water pen there. Other than that, I do have one other really good location I can build for them that no one else has built in, and the reason for that is because it's predominantly water instead of land. And you know, a lot of people don't build their bases on the top of those tops of water. Okay, but yeah, I did speak with him. Looks like there's a new zip line here. I wonder where that came from. That was not there earlier. Someone's zip lining here. That's completely fine with me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys my other base. There will be a little bit of server lag. They recently did do an update. The update, they changed some things that they probably should not have changed. And when they did that, it created a glitch, and you guys will definitely notice the glitch. You're going to be like, what the hell, maybe it's the video. No, it's definitely not the video. You will see it from time to time. More than likely in the next 24 hours or so, they're going to patch it again, as it is definitely a game breaker, especially for me. Okay, I'm lagging a little bit. There we go. So you see that? See that stuff above me? That's not supposed to be there. That render right there is actually what's on the ground below me. And what we're seeing is that it's like it's elevated. I'm pretty sure the update did that. I can get above it. And right down here it does get really, really low, like right in your face. Yeah, okay. You see how that's doing that? It just keeps changing. If that's where it's supposed to be a little lower than that, but for whatever reason, it looks like it's a little bit broken. But looks like I do have some comments going on. Let's go ahead and I can check those out. Shout out to Zach. Thanks for joining me today, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments. Got some love going on in the chat. Well, as I said, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you guys the new dino pen that I just spent like 4.5 hours building. Maybe even longer than that. It's a little easier to farm resources in the new base area, but it's definitely tedious, especially because if you know anything about this map, you have to worry about nameless and reapers, and that's just shit that it's a pain in the ass. Wild Spino? Oh, another Wild Spino. Did I take a wrong turn? I feel like I took a wrong turn. Hold on 1 second. I feel like this lag is making me all sorts of skitzed out. No, I think I'm going the right way. Maybe. No, I don't think I think I took a wrong turn. We'll find out. Ooh. Not like getting hit with that very much. Yeah, I did take a wrong turn as I had to turn around. Oh, we are lagging quite a bit. That rock thing, the render issue is just absolutely killing us right now. Before the update, this was not an issue, but as of right now, it's definitely coming on pretty quickly. That guy's gonna hit me. He's gonna hit me. He didn't do any damage though. The good thing about the rock drakes is they're very, very highly powerful against melee attacks, and I like that. But so I also wanted to let you guys know that after the update, it was kind of funny. I obviously, you know, I was on my dino when it timed me out, which was okay, because I was in a safe location. But when I spawned back in, there happened to be an alpha crab there, and I'm like, okay, you know, my rock drake, you know, Margaret can take on an alpha crab, so I killed it. And not 10 seconds later, another alpha crab, this time it was a 135 male, was right on the other side of the water. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a shot, and I did, and Margaret actually killed it. Which was very surprising to me to know that Margaret had the ability to take down not one, but 2 crabs, and one of which being a pretty decent level. I think the first one was like level 20. It wasn't high enough for me to really be concerned. You know, the second one did a nice amount of damage. Luckily, there is a trick to killing the alpha crabs, and the trick is when you keep walking forward when you're hitting them, eventually their jump animation will take over, and it pretty much forces them, allowing you to get really easy kills. I leveled Margaret up twice from that, and it was actually a good time. Alright, so this right here is what you're seeing with the dino pen. If you've seen my previous videos, it was started sort of by the people who did own this base before us. I think it was like right to about like here. I went ahead, expanded it out, got it all set up. Actually, it would have been out to this ladder, because this ladder was at the edge of it. I was going to expand it that way and put a gate there, but for whatever reason, just that crap, you can't place anything on it. You can, but it doesn't snap to the ground, so it makes it impossible for me to place something else there. So, alright guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and show you the extent of how long what this took for me. Alright, so as you can tell, this is obviously a lot of grinding. This is probably about 300, maybe 400 walls, which is pretty crazy. We did this because our base was getting kited. People were bringing Reaper Kings and whatnot to our base, which our Spinos can easily handle. But I just don't want them to kite them off the side of our base or away into an area where they're not together, because when they're separated, they're much weaker. So I went ahead and fixed that so that there won't be any issues in that respect. So yeah, I did build it a little high. I built it to the size of the Behemoth Gate, just because it's more appealing to the eye. More than likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, leave another wall above the Spinos fin, and then the upper part's going to probably be my rock drake storage area. The reason I'm using the thatch roofs is just, as you can tell, I only have it around the outsides, and that's only because I couldn't really reach the walls. It made it a lot easier for me to reach the walls by building these thatch ceilings. So, as I said before, guys, I just wanted to give you guys that quick update. I will definitely keep you guys informed. As always, if you're new to the channel and you like my videos, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. I try to do videos once every day. It does, again, depend on my job, as I have explained in previous videos. But I always enjoy reading my viewers' comments, and I make sure I get back to as many as I possibly can. If you guys do have any ideas or things you want me to try out here, different build designs or something, anything along those lines, go ahead and let me know in the comments section below. I will go ahead and do what I can to make sure that I show you guys the best ways of doing things, as well as try your ideas. If you guys want to see anything specific, like my strategy on being impregnated by the Reaper Queen, or my good defensive base design, or anything along the sort, go ahead and let me know. I will do my best to get back to you on that as well. As always, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time.